Okay, welcome back everyone. Sorry if the video is a little shaky. I am using a tripod in the bedroom with the camper. Gonna start taking the roof off. Oh, the ceiling off, not the roof off. God, I hope I'm not taking the roof off. I'm a lazy fuck and don't feel like going out and getting real tools. So I'm gonna try to do this all with a screwdriver. And looking at the roof, ceiling, not roof, it's a ceiling. Ceiling is the top of the inside. Looking at the ceiling, it's going to be a bitch and a half because whoever owned this before seemed to have stripped the bedroom and put in, these plywood boards, but they've also used the nail gun like 1,500 times, but not very well. So I'm gonna get started. Gonna take this trim off first, hopefully. And like I said, it will shake. We're at the very front of the camper. Better not step on that. I'm not wearing shoes and I don't need a nail going through my foot. It was only leaking on the passenger side, so this side. The driver's side, it seems sound. We'll see how sound it is though. So how you guys been? It's a nice Friday evening here in Charlotte. We got that rain and then it's hot again. And like, the windows in the bedroom don't open. Like on this side, it just kind of goes out a little. It doesn't open. So there's no airflow in the bedroom. I'm kind of tempted to hook up the generator again and just have AC going. But I also don't want to pay for that gas. I mean, like, I think the generator said it can do... Oh, the gauge on the generator said it should be able to do about 12 hours with the AC on. But I don't want to A, test it, B, waste that gas. Always use the correct tools, kids. Makes life 10 times easier. Don't be a lazy fuck like I am. There's insulation up there at least. Although that means that's rotted out. There's a soft spot on the floor where it was leaking. So I'm probably going to have to rip the flooring up as well. But that can at least wait. Okay, so these lights are on the plywood boards. I'm sorry. These lights are on the plywood boards. I should probably look at the camera when I'm speaking, because I don't know how well it picks up. Well, these lights aren't working right now, so... I guess they don't want to come off. I don't think that's smart. How are these attached to it? If I could figure out how to get these lights off. Are they just like screwed in? God, I hope they're not. Because I'm pulling down this side as well. And I don't really want that. This side is at least sort of sound. It wasn't leaking water, at least. Oh, there we go. It's peed on me. Nope. Old work pants to the rescue again. Yeah, I mean, that's not a great sign, to be honest with you. I'm sorry. That's not a great sign, to be honest with you. I can see how these lights were in. Oh, okay. They were screwed in. Oh, they're not screwed in anymore. Still just... Yep, there was even more water. Ah. Where are you coming from? Looking inside of it though, I do think I can see like wet insulation. Yay. I should have brought a bucket with me. Okay, I'm going to end this here for now. We'll probably just jump cut to when it's done dripping. Although it's supposed to rain again tonight. But yeah, we'll probably just jump cut to when it's done dripping, and I can get back to ripping the ceiling off. We'll see how long that takes. I mean, those work pants are like 90% saturated already. And it's still just, there's a good amount of water there. Well, cut to, I don't know, let's say 12 hours. 12 hours later. Hey guys, okay, so that 12 hour later really turned into more like an 18 hour later. Luckily it is the next day, and I do have a few ideas. I do know how to actually remove these lights now. If I take off the lens out of the screw that you can undo. Who would have thought, you know, opening it up would have helped me figure that out. And I did get something. Let me go grab that. I got this beautiful Gorilla waterproof patch and seal. I know it's not perfect, it's not 100% correct. People are probably going to say, you know, you need to use an RV sealant, this, that, the other. I'm doing this on a shoestring budget, and I just need to stop it now. I would like to do it all correctly in the future. You know, take off this sealant, put the correct sealant, stuff like that. But for now, I just need it sealed. I don't need the roof rotting in. Yeah, that's my goal. I'm just trying to get it all sealed up. So that will satisfy for now. That cost me like 15 bucks. let's get these lights off so I can hopefully pull the ceiling off. I don't need that side. Oh, there we go. See, you can see that okay, so the screw here and here, there's supposed to be one on all four sides, but there isn't. Don't judge me. Look, I'm trying my best, okay? Yeah, you can see well, I've just completely, I'll have to undo it. Guys, if you're doing renovations like this, don't just knot these in. A, fire hazards. B, look at the gauge difference of these wires. Your wiring gauge, the gauge of your wires is important because it affects, you know, how the electrons flow and if the wire is going to melt. You never want to go from a bigger wire to a small, you never want to go from a bigger wire to a smaller wire. You can go from a smaller wire to a bigger wire, but never the other way around. This is a potential fire hazard. And let's see if I can just rip it out. Multi-tool. Never leave home without it. I cannot tell if that is paint or burnt. It might just be paint. There's like black stuff on it. Yeah, they've just put like 5 fucking pounds of electrical tape and one of these, you know, wire twisters. And I like having fingers, so I'm trying not to cut them open. Okay, fuck it. I was getting bored of that. Okay. So, right here is where the screw broke from me wrenching on it. And you can hear it inside there. Yeah. Look at how thin these wires are. They're nothing. These, like you can tell just looking at them, they are such different sizes, but let's do the other side. And again, guys, don't be stupid with your electric wiring, really ever, but especially in a camper. Campers are basically a tinder box on wheels, and you know, if you wire up jank lights and you burn your fucking camper down, the whole thing's going down. As opposed to a house where it might be isolated. No, this is all going down. You're gonna take your neighbor down with your. It's not gonna be a fun time. Okay, so I can definitely feel how wet this board is. We got some good rain yesterday. Sorry, my neighbor's just doing some stuff. We got some good rain last night again, so I let it air out a bit, try and get that moisture, but just have to keep moving forwards. And we're peeing again. But I think I know where the roof's leaking from. So I can see where the insulation is wet. I can see where the roof's wet. The insulation's stuck to it. The old work pants are like completely saturated, but I keep forgetting to grab a, towel or something every time I come over here. But yeah, it's just, even after all this time, I don't know if you can see it, but it's just, yeah, it's just still coming down. Like, so much water is coming out that it's pooling on the pants. I think this is going to be another, 12 hours later. Okay, but let's get you guys a good look up there. Sorry guys. Okay, so you see how the insulation's kind of stuck to this plywood board. You see those nails? I think what happened is those nails right there. Here, let's zoom in a little. I think, my guess is, those nails went through the roof. That's my guess. Otherwise, there'd be no reason for the roof to be leaking that much. But that insulation's going to need to be torn out. I might also need to tear out the wooden framing as well. And up there, that looks completely saturated as well on the ceiling. Oh, wait. I haven't actually seen that yet. Yeah, so right there, yeah, that's actually completely saturated. That might be where the water's coming from, actually. Which means, which means we're still kind of in for a bit of a headache. I think that's actually going to be it for this week's episode. So, this episode, sorry. I think I'm going to have to call this episode here, whilst I continue to work on this. Yeah, it really sucks that even all this time later, I'm still not actually getting any closer to having the roof sealed. Unfortunately, that's just, part of working on this type of stuff. Hopefully, next week we can have the ceiling ripped out and actually know where it's properly leaking from. I'm going to have to give this more time to, drain out. And I'll be seeing you guys next time. Like I said, I'm going to try and get a video out each week. Follow me on Instagram or TikTok at Shitshow Reno. Or watch the YouTube shorts. I keep saying a lot. The TikToks I make also get posted as YouTube shorts. Jeez, I did it again. But yeah, follow me on Instagram. Follow me on Instagram and TikTok. Give me a like, subscribe, comment on the YouTube. videos and channel. And I'll be seeing you guys next time. Hopefully with a lot less water. Bye.